I'm Emily Rose.
And I'm Dan Philgreen. Welcome to Shell Point Today for Monday, July 2nd.
Well, it's a new month, so that means Sarah Nadal is dropping by for a preview of July's edition of Shell Point Life.
If there's one thing that Southwest Florida has in abundance, it's miles of beautiful white sand beaches. According to the Sanibel Captiva Chamber of Commerce, Shell Point's next-door neighbor is home to 250 kinds of shells, 230 species of birds, and 15 miles of beach.
We catch up with Judy Owen to learn about her background with antiques. Now, you host Collectors Corners. You go into people's homes, residents' homes, and you look at maybe antiques or different things they might have, and you can appraise them or research the value. How did that all start? Beth Crenshaw and Stephen LeDuc are here to talk about some great events taking place this month.
We have a lot going on this month.
We certainly do.
We really do. Even though it's quiet and we're off season, we're keeping it going. We have lots of activities planned for our residents, a lot of fun, and a lot of on-site and off-site trips going as well.
And we find out what's happening with next week's Vacation Bible School.
And we're here to tell you about a very special week coming up on starting July 9th. Dottie, why are we at the swimming pool today?
We are here because of Shell Point Splash.
But first, it's time, as always, for our look back on this day in history. And it was July 2nd, 1964, when President Lyndon B. Johnson appeared on national television to sign into law the historic Civil Rights Act. The bill first gained momentum in 1960 as a central topic of John F. Kennedy's presidential campaign. Following his assassination, President Johnson continued to fight for the bill. And after lengthy debates and opposition in Congress, it passed. The Civil Rights Act prohibits racial discrimination in employment and education and completely outlawed racial segregation in public places such as schools, buses, parks, and swimming pools. The legislation is still an important tool today, ensuring that every American has the same rights.
We want to remind everyone that today is a brand new Academy lecture from Professor Adrian Kerr about how Caribbean sugar helped George Washington win independence. At 4:30 in the Grand Cypress Room, learn how the General of the Continental Army used this sweet substance to completely overpower the seemingly unsurmountable British Navy. It's a fascinating dive into the War for Independence, tackling an aspect of the conflict you may have never heard. There's still time to register for this class on shellpoint.net, so sign up now and enjoy Professor Kerr's presentation.
Tomorrow, start July off on the right foot by heading to the Summer Dance Party. The Resident Dance Committee will be hosting the event in the Grand Cypress Room at 7 p.m. Head on over and break out your best waltz, foxtrot, or even jitterbug. Tickets are still available at any concierge desk, or you can contact Phyllis Ingalls at 481-4820. It's the first big event happening this month, so grab your dancing shoes and join in on the good times.
Starting next week, Shell Point will be hosting its very first Vacation Bible School. This week-long event is called Shipwrecked, Rescued by Jesus. Children and grandchildren of Shell Point employees and residents will take part in a week filled with fun activities. You'll see the caravan of campgoers go all around the community as they learn Bible stories, play games, and enjoy snacks. The fun begins next Monday, July 9th, and continues throughout the week. And Dan, guess what?
What?
I will be part of that fun.
You will?
Because I will be a leader in Vacation Bible School.
What fun.
Yeah, I get the 5- and 6-year-old group, so
All right.
looking forward to
A
it.
little change of pace for you.
I know.
Well, that sounds great. Well, because of our special visitors next week, we want to inform everyone that every day next week between 8:30 and 9:30, the campers will be at the Life Quest Aquatic Center. You might also see their friendly faces traveling on the blue or green lines to get them back and forth from their activities. And depending on the weather, the Club Fitness Center could be the location for some of the fun games that will be played. We want to thank every resident in advance for your patience with the Vacation Bible School. And we hope you look forward to sharing this beautiful community with some young friends.
It's the start of a new month, which means it's time for an all-new edition of Shell Point Life. It also means that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday this week, you can tune in to an audio version of the publication on Channel 12. Listen to some amazing storytellers as they voice all the features, happenings, and everything in between. You can listen in at 8 a.m., 4 p.m., and again at 8 p.m. Enjoy everything you love about Shell Point in a brand new format.
Speaking of Shell Point Life, Editor-in-Chief Sarah Nadal has dropped by the studio for a preview of this month's edition. Here she is to take us between these pages.